We didn't play our best game. That's why we lost. Defensively, we were okay at times. Offensively, we were not nearly what it takes to win a game against a good team. We took some rush contested shots. We shot a low percentage from the field. We shot a low percentage from the foul line. And we had a few too many turnovers. So as inconsistent of our offense was, we deserved to lose the game.
Where do you want to see the team improve on offense this weekend in Orlando?
Well, if they move the ball, we've led the league in assists the last 2 years, and we need to continue that. We had 22 assists on Tuesday night, and all of a sudden, we had 16 assists, but I think we had 13 turnovers against Temple. So we have to do a better job of taking care of the ball. The assist-to-turnover ratio should be 2-to-1 and not close to 1-to-1.
The way you guys played against Villanova versus the way you played against Temple, what was kind of different when they are bringing the similar, that East Coast Philadelphia style of trying to be super physical down low?
Well, I thought our interior players didn't have their A game. Nick was 2 for 7 from the field, 1 for 6 from the foul line, and Onyeka was 6 for 13 from the field. And both players shoot over 60%. So they didn't finish around the basket like they normally do. Some of that was just them missing shots, easy shots or easier shots. Isaiah Mobley was 3 for 4, but then he had 4 turnovers, so he shot a high percentage from the field, but he turned the ball over a few times. He lost the ball. So our strength, one of the strengths of this team, is the 3 players on the inside can take over a game by rebounding, by scoring, by defending, and we didn't do that. And then our guards shot low percentages. So it was a team. It wasn't East Coast versus West Coast toughness, because our team is tough. I think we've proven that. It's our first loss. We played 10 games, 3 overseas. We played 2 preseason games and 5 games. So it's our first loss in 11 games. And so we learned a lot. We watched the video, and we have to improve. We're a young team. We got 5 freshmen. We have 8 new players, and we're still learning. But this hopefully is going to be a good experience for our players to understand that what it takes to win at a high level. You have to bring it every night, and we just didn't have it.
Does it seem like this could be the type of game you look back on later on and say, this was good for us because, it told us those things, how are we going to bring it every night?
It's only going to be good if we don't make the same mistakes over, because we did some things we haven't done this season that hurt us, and we have to learn and get better and not do the same thing that in this tournament in Orlando. We have play 3 competitive games, and this Orlando tournament starting on Thursday should be a great barometer for our team to see where we are.
Temple would have been a nice resume win for you guys. Does that add a little urgency going into Orlando to try to add to that?
Well, we were going to go into Orlando and play as hard as we can anyway, but I think what we learned from the Temple game will add. I think our coaching staff will be able to hold players accountable, not to make those same mistakes I just talked about in Orlando. But we have to go compete. We know we're going to play 3 extremely challenging games, and these tournaments, the turnaround time is so quick that you have to play your game, you have to play to your strengths, and then you have to defend and rebound at a high level.
So you can't really prepare for the specific.
Well, the first game you can prepare for because you have 3 days, but the second game, it's a 1-day, half-day preparation, because by the time that game gets over, you find out who you're playing, and the next day we play at 4 o'clock. I think the second game, if you win, you play on 4 o'clock on Friday, so you're going to breakfast, you show some video, and then you got to go play. So hopefully we can get off to a good start by winning on Thanksgiving.
Do you feel like the team has responded this week in practice?
We had a great practice today. We were off this whole weekend, and today was extremely competitive, and that's what we want.
Do you have any team activities planned for Thanksgiving outside of the game?
Sure, we play at 4 o'clock on Thanksgiving. We'll have a nice team meal with families and friends. A lot of families of the players, a lot of families of the staff would go there, so it's a nice event. It's always nicer on Thanksgiving after you have a victory versus a defeat.